It has been very busy since we opened. The biggest question is, are people going to come? Do people want to get things fixed? We really didn't know. And it turns out, at least in this neighborhood, they do. People have been bringing in an amazing assortment of stuff. The most common are lamps, chairs, electronics, jewelry. It's been an amazing hodgepodge. I've been surprised at what people have. We got a derma ray, which I'm not actually sure what it is. So we got a derma ray, which is some kind of healing machine. I don't know what it is, and I don't think we've fixed it yet. We're waiting for a part. And a lot of just like personal trinkety type things that have a nice history. Things people made, things people love. But also, a lot of just like an anonymous clip light that somebody really likes. A cheap plastic fan, but they like that one. When people come in the store and we ask why they are coming in instead of throwing it away, they all say, I like this one. I want my thing to work. I don't want a new one. People like their own stuff and they don't want to be forced to buy new. We had received Barnard's Presidential Research Award, which is a research grant and sometimes for slightly unusual projects like this one. And it was actually really great because we have the shop funded by the Indiegogo, so that's kind of operating. But the Barnard grant is allowing us to operate the shop and collect data to really have a little bit of time and support to think about what we're doing and reflect on it. The goals of the research are, one, to situate repair in the larger context of waste and sustainability in our culture. What is American culture surrounding this and how does repair fit in? The second part of the research is to collect data. Who comes to the shop? What do we fix? What can we not fix? How much can we charge? And then the third part, because I'm a designer and we're computer, we want to create what we're calling a theatrical response. So we want some part of the research to be artistic, the product to be artistic. And we're working with a bunch of colleagues. One group is coincidentally called Pop-Up Theatrics. And we just started brainstorming about how we can weave this artistic response into the research. We have been thinking a lot about the idea of value. One of the questions we ask people in the shop is, when they bring in something to be fixed, is we say, can you estimate the value of this object? And people are flummoxed. They say, oh, I don't know, $5, $100, priceless. People don't know. And so we've been focusing on that idea of value. How much is this worth? And for me, it ties into the bigger question of, how much is everything worth? Like when you buy something at Target and it costs $10, like what is the real worth or the real cost or the real value of that object to the people who made it, to the earth, who produced the resources? So we're going to try to unpack the idea of value. And then the other idea for the theatrical response is to somehow create a story or an event surrounding coming from the objects. The idea being that any object has a history, has a narrative, and when you own it or buy it, it crosses and becomes entwined with your narrative and your story, and to sort of create stories about people's stuff. Another funny thing in the store, when people come in with their objects, we thought at first when we started we were going to have to get people's story out of them, and they come in and they literally spill their bag of stuff all over the front desk and they start talking. They cannot wait to tell us the story of their stuff, and it's hilarious. They want someone to listen, and we're happy to listen. But it was a surprise. We didn't realize. It was cute.
So it's like you not only are you fixing things, you're sort of it's like you're part therapist and part fixer.
Right. It's like stuff therapy, and it's a joke, but it's not, because if one of the things that we're examining is our relationship with material objects, well, a relationship is something that people need to talk about and that people have complex feelings about, and it is sort of stuff therapy.
And once you're there to fix it, then you're also part of that relationship.
Right, and part of that story. I would like to kind of thank Inwood, because people have been so friendly, so supportive. They have showed up with all their broken stuff. They've been very patient with us if we can't fix it, or if we've messed up a few things, and people have been understanding. And it's been really, really, really gratifying to see this community turn out. That's been great.